Coach, go ahead and start with the opening statement. Let's talk a little bit about tonight's game.
First of all, I'm extremely pleased with the way our team hung in there and fought the entire night. I thought going into the game, I said it all week, that I thought that us and Missouri State were a very evenly matched team. Give those guys credit. I think Coach Allen's an outstanding coach, and his team, they had a great game plan coming in to milk the clock, run the ball right at us. They executed it very well. The thing that I'm most proud about with our team is we did not play our best game. We made a lot of mistakes in the kicking game, which is disappointing. And we were able to overcome those things and find a way to win the game at the end of at the last minute. And that's something that we have not done since I've been the coach here. Got a little choked up with the guys in the locker room because that's something that normally when that happens we don't find a way to win. And tonight we were able to do that. Had a great overall effort. We fought hard each and every play. Didn't always do what we were supposed to do, but we fought hard. And then at the end, in the second half, Walter Powell made a bunch of big plays that got ourselves back in the ball game with help from all the other guys. But he's a great playmaker, and he overcame 2 muff punts. And then made a big play, great throw, great protection, great execution on that last minute drive, and then Thorell, I was going to call him Dennis Thorell, but Thorell made a great play there at the end to intercept to seal the win. So I'm very pleased, as you can see, and I'm just excited for our players.
Can you talk about the final play, Miller to Walter? What kind of happened with the decision making and the play calling process there?
Well, we missed him earlier on a post, and then we just decided to call timeout and make sure we get in the right play, and we decided to go with a little double move with Walter at the end. And a lot of times you got to go with your best player and get the ball in his hands. And Walter did a good job. Their corner played very well. He was in bump and run, just a little stutter. Great pass. We leaned on the defender very well, like we practice all the time. Walter, we probably, since he's been here, he's probably practiced that catch thousands of times, and we work it every day. And it was just great execution. And what a ball game. With us and Missouri State, 3 times I've been here, they've been wild games, and we've been very fortunate to come out with the victories.
You've mentioned, you got to go to your best player. Did Walter just absolutely prove, what an All-American looks like?
Well, yeah, and I say that. We all know what kind of player he is. He's a playmaker, and he's always making big play after big play every time we get him the ball. And that doesn't discount all the other guys because we got a lot of good players. And that last deal, they brought a blitz. We picked it up good. I bet if you go watch film, I bet Dwayne Brady made a great block on his linebacker to give Mikel time to throw the ball along with the other 5. And we just, in that situation, 4th and 10, out of timeouts, game on the line. And, when your best player makes a play, and that's what it's all about.
I feel like there's a rivalry developing here between Murray State and Missouri State.
Well, yeah, they're all rivalry games to me. Every game we play is like that. We want to do well, but they're in a different conference than us, and if you got playoff aspirations at the end of the season, to get a quality win over another conference is always big. But again, we're 2 evenly matched teams. We've shown that the past couple years, and it could have gone either way. And their team played hard, and they did. They played hard, and we just were fortunate to make one more play than they did. And but sure, it's I wish we'd get them off the schedule, but I like the win. I like how that game was last week, the 83-14 game. But it was good to see our guys. Again, the biggest thing is we fought through adversity and we found a way to win the game, and that pretty much sums it up for us.
Coach, you talked about Mikel's progress. I know he threw the pick, but he got a reprieve on it there.
Yeah, well, the big thing with us right now is we're very simple offensively. We're not very complicated anyway, but he's just got to continue to develop and go through his reads and be confident and throwing the ball before the guy's open, and that's something that we've been working hard with. But he's got such a good arm. we're this completion percentage wise, he's not as good as what we're accustomed to, but he can run the ball. He's a big play threat, and that's something we gain, but we give up a little bit there with the accuracy, and we miss some balls early in the game. But we sit here and talk about it. It was a great game. They have been every time we played those guys, and I can't say enough. Coach Allen, class act. He always has his team ready to play. That's just a tough game for anybody to be defeated in, and. Mikel ended up making some big plays there at the end, made some big throws, made a couple big runs, made a good read on the zone read to pick up a first down, and that's the reason right now he's our quarterback.
Talk about Dwayne Brady in the second half. It seemed like he really set up a lot of those drives. Why did it take so long to find him? We tried early in the game, and we just didn't have much success. One thing that hurt us is they had a hard time lining up to our tempo early in the game, and I think a couple times they lucked into being at our wrong spot, and so we made a couple adjustments at halftime. I thought that Coach Stewart and our offensive staff did a great job of making some adjustments, and then we opened up the entire playbook there on that one deal to get the touchdown on 4th and goal, and then the 2-point conversion. Plays we work on all the time, and they worked. I actually bet the guys early in the week that the 2-point conversion play with Morrow wouldn't work, so I kind of did it to make them work harder on it, so to prove me wrong. So I got to pay up tomorrow on that, but it was. We did a good job, and I really thought that we got tired defensively. They rushed for a lot of yards and rammed it right up the middle on us. But I thought Coach Thorell did a good job. He made a couple adjustments at half, and when we came out in the third quarter, we made some big stops, and we got 2 quick scores. And then we stopped them, and then we muffed the kick, and we kind of let them right back in the game. We had a chance to really put it away, but to their credit, they would not allow us to do that. And it was just a good game, and we're just very fortunate that we're sitting here victorious instead of being on the other side.
What were the stakes of the bet you made?
I can't mention that in there. That's a staff room-only deal there, Ricky. You come to practice next week, I'll let you know on the side, off the record. How about that? You will be at practice next week, won't you?
I'm at practice.
I know you are.
Can you talk about Chavez Sims had another big game tonight?
Well, he did. He continues to play well, and kudos on the article that you wrote. Great young man, overcome a whole lot to get to where he's at, and he just plays relentlessly every single snap, and I'm proud of him and proud for what he's been able to accomplish these last couple weeks.